recording to the cloud. There we are. Welcome everybody to our Friday PowerHouse SMART. I'm calling it an orientation, but really it's my way of sharing with all of you the ways that many of our community members have grown their own personal self and their business by using our to the best of their ability, taking advantage of all the value. So for today, we have a half-hour session, and we are being recorded, and we've got a nice group of attendees and then a bunch of people who asked me to record today to talk about that, to give you a quick orientation on what the community is all about and what value it brings to you and how to take advantage. I always call harness that power so that you can grow yourself. I mean, that's what we're all about. So good morning, Friday. It's Labor Day weekend. We're all charged up and ready to go. Our industry is leading the country out of the COVID setback in the sense that design, build, development, real estate, industry professionals have found themselves very busy from the very beginning when we've all been sheltered in place, and now as we are moving forward. At first, a lot of it was an anomaly that we were seeing, and I think all of us have now recognized that this is not going away, that the world cares about their residences, even if they're apartments. They care about being comfortable, about being healthy, about being clean and organized. So everybody from real estate agents who are helping people find their new home and existing home, builders sell their properties, from builders, remodelers, kitchen and bath companies, landscape architects. We're all very, very, so that's awesome. The fact that you're taking a little time out of your day here this Friday to learn a little more about how to continue to grow. This is awesome. I'm glad you're here. So welcome, welcome. I'm Wendy Owen. I'm the founder of PowerHouse SMART. That's kind of my nighttime job. My day job is PowerHouse Advisors, which consultancy, and because the consultancy has helped so many companies in our industry grow their business, we've morphed into or transitioned into really recruiting almost 100%, because the companies that we've helped grow and those that are in our sphere of influence that we've helped grow are constantly building their teams. And when I say team, they're building teams where everybody trusts each other. And so that's what we're all about, is building this this platform where we can all grow together. So when I say PowerHouse SMART is a group of people that agree to come together, that are like-minded, who want to grow together. And that's who PowerHouse SMART is. That's my my giving back to the world. My recruiting is my business, where I actually get to bring in some money to put food on the table, whereas PowerHouse SMART is my way of giving back to the rest of everyone I know and the people that I can meet over my time. So that's who I am. A couple people on the call. I usually start all of our PowerHouse SMART events with introductions, but I think today I'm just going to talk about the fact that every time you come to a PowerHouse SMART event, unless it's a very concise education session and there's too many people, but I typically try to make sure we always get the opportunity for people who are involved in whatever session we're doing to introduce themselves, because the best way to make sure that we are together is to constantly be together and make sure that we get that opportunity to connect face-to-face, person-to-person, even virtually. So I'm proud to say that as of March, we went to virtual events just to be safe. We had our PowerHouse SMART Annual Luxury Conference in February, for those of you who were there. It was awesome. We do this every year, once a year. This last year, again, was at the Chicago Merchandise Mart for 300 people face-to-face before COVID. And then we moved, and we're going to do that again next year, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then we moved directly into virtual events starting in March. And since March, and now today is September, we've doubled the number of events that we do because we've done them virtually. And actually, I found that I can conduct them easier and quicker for all of you, which provides even more value for our members. So we probably are going to do about 50 events a year, where normally we maybe do 30 events a year. And I would say the majority of them in the past had been face-to-face. We will go back to face-to-face. We've already started doing some face-to-face, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But we've also realized that virtual is the new way, and virtual is awesome because we can have a half an hour session. You can meet 10 or 15 great new industry professionals on the call. We can get some great education or share some incredible insight. And it's in a half an hour, and you did get in your car and park. So it's an awesome new thing that not only PowerHouse SMART, all of you have realized that this virtual lifestyle has created new profit opportunities for all of us. So that is fabulous. As a matter of fact, I just spoke to one of our advisory board members, and he told me he got a new project because of virtual that he would have never been able to accept because it's Alaska, and it just wouldn't have made enough sense to fly to Alaska to do this project. And now he's doing this huge project in Alaska because of the new way that we operate as a world. So we've got an agenda. We always have an agenda with PowerHouse SMART. The agenda is obviously after welcome and describing the fact that every event we typically give everybody on the call a chance to just say hello. And I guess I will practice that, sir. So Gerard, I'm just going to use you in our practice. And if you could unmute yourself and introduce yourself the way we do at PowerHouse SMART events, then everyone on this call will understand what they're normally like. So please share with us.
Sure. So my name's Gerard McDonald. I'm with Bremtown Cabinetry. We've been in business since 1977. We specialize in custom cabinetry, and I've been in PowerHouse just since about February. And I will tell you everything that Wendy says. It is very collaborative. Everyone that she has basically helped handpick, and everyone is just amazing. They really do like to try to help one another, and I'm happy to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. That's wonderful. And Gerard is a perfect model new member. He became a member. He inquired about membership. We, of course, got to know him, and we accepted his membership. And then he immediately jumped in and participated. And not only that, as I often ask a lot of our members, please feel free to reach out to me. We set up a private Zoom call, and we got to meet each other and know each other better. And since then, he's followed the exact guideline I'm going to talk about today as far as building relationships and getting new business opportunities to you and to other people through that new relationship. So Gerard, welcome. We're so thrilled to have you. You're a perfect example. So again, those introductions are usually short and sweet, just like Gerard did, but they give everybody who's on the call a chance to take a note. Hey, after this call today, I'm going to reach out to Gerard, because at any given time, the people who might be on a Power Smart call or in a meeting on a face-to-face occasion, they're working on the same kinds of industry projects that you work on, and they probably need someone who's standing or sitting or virtually on the call for a project that they're working on right now. So ironically, our members, if you were to take a pie, the percentages of the kinds of members we have that we invite and certainly try to ensure that we all have the same mindset. There's a nice percentage of builders and remodelers, a nice percentage of interior designers, a nice percentage of real estate agents, kitchen and bath specialists, architects, developers, and so on. So at any time, because our membership is so universal and diverse, that there's going to be someone that you're going to meet when you decide to commit to coming to something that's a PowerHouse event, that you're going to say, wow, I didn't even realize you and I need to talk after this because I have a project I'm working on and I need your help. Or someone I just spoke to said they were looking for someone who does exactly what can I connect you up after this call. And that happens day in and day out. And the reason why I know that is I get a ton of emails all the time, and that's reason why I love PowerHouse, and I continue after 15 years now to do PowerHouse SMART, even though it isn't really my, my way of making money and supporting my family. PowerHouse SMART is such a tremendous opportunity to help other people, and I thrive on that. So time and intention. I want to say two things for you. Your time is very valuable. When you come to an event, you're going to get the best use of your time. And if you come with the right intention, and as far as really looking about how can I give to other people without always expecting something for myself first, I promise you, and so will all the members who've been members, for some of them for 15 years, will share with you that if you have that true mindset, it will come back and be a huge award to you in the future. So what is our why? I think I pretty much summarized. Why is about we're here on this earth having this human experience. We're all here to help each other, to unconditionally be fair and honest and have high integrity, and to share our gifts. And so that's our code of conduct. So if you go to the PowerHouse SMART website, you can actually click on the link and find the code of conduct. We ask that you follow that code of conduct. We are not the police. We are not JD Power. We're not going to be out there judging people. We're here to be together. And if for some reason we do have a member who follow that code of conduct, it'll be very, very clear to them as they stick out like a sore thumb. So what is PowerHouse SMART? Well, if you go to the website, and that's what I'm going to share with you now, because it's enough of seeing my face, that's for sure. This is the home page, and I'm going to talk a lot about the website, and it's going to be your tool to help you grow your business. So PowerHouse SMART is an education membership community with diverse industry professionals, commercial and residential, in the design, build, and real estate community. So if you went to the company directory, for example, and this is not beautiful here, but it gets beautiful if you were to, you don't have to put anything in the search, or you could put cabinetry or realtor, architect, or landscape in the search, but you don't have to do anything. You can just search and you can see those are the plans. So far, we're about the PowerHouse membership community in the Midwest. We are opening chapters in other locations. We're allowing our colleagues in other destinations, such as the East Coast and the West Coast, to open chapters. So pretty soon you'll see more. But here is 339 listings. So we have about 180 members, but some of our members are in multiple categories, and some of our members are in companies that have multiple members. So you can see architects, you can keep down and landscape architects. So you'll be able to, at your leisure, to go and see all the different types of companies, but they're pretty much the pie chart I described earlier. And then
Wendy, I can't see your screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you for
face.
so much for sharing that with me, Gerard. That was awesome. Okay, so here I'm going to go back. Thank you, Gerard. Thank you so much for pointing that out to me. Here's the PowerHouse SMART website. And as I described earlier, if you go to the company directory, and again, I said it isn't so beautiful, but if you don't even want to put in a category to do a search for the company directory, and you just hit search, you'll see the push pins. That's the Midwest. And then you have to see so there's 339 listings. You'll start to see all the different kinds of companies and members. As a member in PowerHouse SMART, you get a company profile and a member profile. So we could do the same thing. We don't have to put anything in the search, or we could if we were looking for something. And then we could just hit search, and you would see all the members, and these are their Rolodex profile. And you could certainly change how you look at that, and you could click. So for example, I can go to Allie Lerner, and here's Allie's profile. She's in Bannockburn. She's with App Properties. Her phone number, her email address, her website, and she could even put more information here if she'd like. So every one of you that are a member, you get a company profile, which might mean that App Properties might have 3 or 4 or 5 different members, and they might be at different App Properties locations. So, and that's very true. We actually do have a lot of App Properties members because we have, again, that pie chart, a nice percentage, probably 10% of our members are realtors. And then also they get a member profile. So how do you get the most out of your membership so you can grow your business? Well, the first thing is, join our membership community. And if you need to learn how to get access, you just reach out to us. And if you decided you wanted to join us and you didn't have time to reach out to us, you could go ahead and hit join today. And these are all some of the benefits that you get from joining today. And we will, within 24 hours, business hours, get back to you and let you know if you're accepted. So it is by invitation or referral. And so what we will do is we will learn about you, and we will make sure that, in fact, you are a like-minded industry professional. So when you come to a PowerHouse SMART event, anyone you might meet that's a member is somebody that you already know, that you can put your trust in, because we make sure that our members are all the kinds of people that we would refer business to, or to our friends and family, and we would want to work with ourselves. These are people that have integrity, who are fact professionals in their industry, and that care and have the same mindset about giving back to others. So if you're not a member, that's how you access or learn about become a member. So I told you who PowerHouse SMART is in the sense of who are members. And once again, that pie chart, we probably have about 14% architects, probably about 18% builders and remodelers, probably about 20% interior designers. We've got a nice group of interior designers, 10% realtors, probably about 8 to 12% outdoor industry professionals, which includes outdoor lighting, landscape architecture, outdoor furniture, and so on. So kitchen and bath design is also a huge percentage, another 8 to 10%. And then everyone else are kind of the industry professionals that we need to support, like the realtors, lenders, like the attorneys, anybody who really uses or lives within this creative built environment. So what would your goals be if you were to become a PowerHouse SMART member? Why would you even consider becoming a member? So I have a couple thoughts that you might, and I highly recommend, in order for you to get the most out of your membership, that you kind of think about, well, what is my goal? And of course, everyone, the easy one is, of course, I want new business. Everyone wants new business. That's wonderful. And we want you to get new business. That's huge. But it could be that I also need new resources. So let's say I'm Gerard and I'm in the cabinetry business. And one of the recent contacts he gave me was, I'm opening up new cabinet reps in different locations and I need a moving company. So he contacted me. And I said, oh, don't forget, Borman Moving and Storage is part of our industry. Even if Borman wasn't able to help him, maybe they were able to refer somebody who could, or I was able to refer someone who could. So that's a resource. And that's just one example. A lot of times what most people don't realize is the resources are, I'm a builder, I need a landscape architect. I'm a builder, my client must have an interior designer because they have a hard time making decisions. I'm an interior designer and I have a client and we need an architect. I'm a kitchen and bath designer and we got to knock down some walls. I need a builder. So what happens is every single day we're all working on a multitude of projects. Any one of our industry professionals could be a referral for you as a member. But how does that happen? How do you get to be on that referral list of Gerard's if he's in the kitchen and bath industry and he might need a builder or an architect or an interior designer? How is by, first of all, participating and getting to know some of the other members. And there's a lot of members, you can't get to know them all in one day, but attending events and taking notes when you attend events. And then after those events, just a simple email, reaching out and taking it to the next step. And of course, You're not going to come to an event and tomorrow morning in your inbox are going to be 5 new, business and emails, new business opportunities. You need to build those relationships so that you've already started on a warm playing field. Now you need to take it to the next level and learn about each other. And obviously, if you're going to help them, they're all of a sudden going to feel like, boy, Gerard was really kind, and I just met him and he called me and he reached out to me. And I don't have anything for him right now, but I'm going to put that down in my notes. And if I know of anybody, and now all of a sudden you've taught someone else how to think about you next time they might need somebody. And a lot of times our new resources have actually been resources that you didn't even think you needed. So, my 30-year-old millennial wants to move from the city to the suburbs. I need a realtor. Or my daughter's getting married and I need a florist. So who would I call? How about the interior designers? Or how about Designs for Dignity, which is our charity organization that we're really in supporting every day? How about reaching out to them and seeing who their florists have been that have donated to Designs for Dignity's events in the past? Maybe we should support them. So goals could be new resources, of course, new collaborations, that's the new business, new information. We have lots of events where we might have a half an hour, 10 minutes might be the networking and connecting portion, and 20 minutes might be some hot new products, trends, or some services that our members have just discovered and they want to share. So we had a real recently who shared with us her new 24 luxury condos on Michigan Avenue, which was Millie Rosenblum, who, by the way, just got a huge award. So now we've been connected, we've learned, we know who her developers are. Some of our some of our product vendors who are part of PowerHouse Smart contacted her to see if they needed any of those materials in their 24 new luxury condos, etc. So new information, sometimes it's educational, sometimes it's not meant, we're not meant to take the place of CEUs that you should go to. You should go to all the CEUs. You should go to Design Chicago at the Mart. You should be a member of MKBA, AIA, ASID, Illinois Landscape Association. Those are our collaborative associations. We need them. You should be involved in as many events as you can. You might not be members in all of them, but they have lots of events where you can. And so we highly recommend that you check them out. And certain ones you might want to be involved in. And the more involved you are, the more benefits you get. And then PR. So why would PowerHouse SmartShip give you the opportunity for PR? Well, obviously, you can host events. That's PR. You can educate. You can be a speaker. That's PR. You can give us a blog and we'll put it on our blog. That's PR. You can connect with us on social media. That's PR. You can host a hard hat tour by showing off your projects, which is huge. And not only that, you get to introduce all the team members that you worked with on that project to the entire community. So now you're being seen by people you work with on projects as somebody who's willing to share. So bringing in people to PowerHouse Smart only shares what the gift is of getting new business among everyone that you know. So those are just some examples. And of course, you can be a leader and ask if you could be on a committee or be an advisory board member. So the website is your hub. I already went through the company directory and the member directory. When you become a member, you really should make sure that that's populated and it's up to date and that you do show up on the pin. We have a luxury conference every year. These were our sponsors last year. Our luxury conference in 2021 is going to happen. It's going to be virtual hybrid. It will be at the Merchandise Mart, but most of us will be virtual. I will be at the Merchandise Mart talking with sponsors and speakers, but most of you will be on the virtual platform. But the good news is we're inviting luxury consumers and we're extending it across the nation. So instead of 300 people, we hope there will be 500 people. And there's an opportunity for you to sponsor your companies. And here's some example member sponsors. So just let us know. So that's going to be March 2nd and 3rd. And it's our one time a year to raise money for us to support the rest of the year for PowerHouse Smart. But it's actually our one time of year to be a really huge event. So we hope to see you there. So this is your hub. This is the home page. I'm scrolling and you can see the blogs, the most recent blogs are on here. So you can easily check out here. Luann Nagara was our keynote speaker. She had a blog. Our keynote speaker for last year, she'll be back again for 2021. You'll see our hard hat tours are on, so you get extension promotional PR if you do participate in a hard hat tour on the blog. And then here's our calendar at a glance. So I would say the next thing you want to check out when you always go to the website, I don't expect you to spend a lot of time on here. This is not Facebook or LinkedIn. This is your way to just get information and give information. So this is a calendar at a glance. We do at least 4 to 5 events a year, many different types of events. We have very quick, powerful one-hour coffee meet and greets that are either face-to-face or they're virtual. We have hard hat tours once a month where we actually present a project that you've done with your collaborative team. We have networking, speed networking events. We have events with associations. We support Designs for Dignity. At the end of the month, please come to our first bigger face-to-face event. So you just click on the event, you go to the calendar, and it actually brings up the event. So Schmettig has been a member for a very long time. Tony Callahan is the vice president. She is also on the board of Designs for Dignity, and she is opening up Schmettig's landscaping, the first maker you'll see when you go to their property in Mundelein, and we're having an outdoor barbecue to celebrate Designs for Dignity's 20-year anniversary. And this is a face-to-face with social distancing, and it's free, but we do hope that if you're new to Designs for Dignity, that you donate $20 one for each year, or even buy raffle tickets. And if you're used to going to their big event that they have every year, the tickets are usually $200. We certainly hope you consider donating. So that's the events. Go to the events calendar. You can see these are the events that are coming up, including Rosh Hashanah. No, I'm just kidding. And so here's all the events that are happening. There's different types. That's the colors. We have an advisory board meeting. And then last but not least, when you RSVP to go to an event. So for example, next Friday, our member, Leslie Bowman, who owns the Design Bar, she's an interior designer, does a lot of new construction, also room in Burbridge. She's actually going to do a half-an-hour event on how her company has become really in her community and well before COVID, and she's going to share something that she's done that has really made her name in that community, and people come to her just because of that. So how do you do that? You come here and you hit register now, you fill this out, you click, and I'm already registered, you click next. If you're a member, it's free to come to all of our events except for your discounted ticket for the luxury conference. If you RSVP to come to an event, I highly recommend that you do come. If you can't, please make sure you send an email and let us know, especially for face-to-face events, because food and drink is usually supplied, which again is all complimentary for members. And the hosts are counting on that head count that we give them. So please, if you aren't able to come, let us know. And then be sure when you come to an event to follow up with the people that you met. Sorry about that, that's a thing. Last but not least, other communications that you're going to get throughout the year, which are also part of our resources, is our monthly newsletter that we send out. So that's in here if you missed a monthly newsletter. And then we also have emails that we send out to all of you. This is our advisory board. You can check out who's on the advisory board if you want to reach out to an advisory board member. They're here to help you as well as I am. And then of course, all of our social media, which are right up here, our social media tips. So this is your hub. I am always here for you. We have a virtual assistant who's awesome, who's very helpful, but we're really kind of lean and mean. We don't have an executive staff. We can't afford it. We don't do that. We run lean and mean so we can provide the most value. And honestly, I get emails day in and day out from people who got new jobs and new opportunities from other members. And that is, in essence, the value of PowerHouse SMART growing your business. So I want to thank all of you. I want to wish you a very safe and happy weekend. Thank you for your time. It's exactly 12:30. I am always on time. Gerard, thank you. Iris, Deborah, Jason, Evie. Thank you everyone who's on the call. and we will see you at the next event. Take care. Be safe.
Thank you, Wendy. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you, Gerard.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you, Iris. Okay.
Wendy.
Yes. Oh, hang on, Iris. Let's end the meeting, and you and I will jump on a separate call.